Evidence video for case 2016 TAC 31323235, aka the Santa napping. Previous video I did some Twitter analysis, and so now I'm going to analyze the Instagram account that was found on Santa's business card found in the Doss's home. I have the Instagram account here. Father Christmas, Santa Claus, or as I've always known him, St. Nicholas, all just aliases, known aliases for the Supreme Elf. There's also a twitter.com address, which is the same address that we analyzed previously. We have a couple just generic pictures, really don't have much here. They could be stock photos, perhaps, but the one that instantly draws my eye is this one of a workspace. Typically in cluttered workspaces like this, since they don't clean up very much, you're liable to find evidence or something that was left there that wasn't meant to be left there. So normally we'd like to save this and run it through image processing or enter it into evidence, but Instagram does not like you doing that. They don't want you to save any of their pictures. They want you to go to their website or use their app. So there's a couple quick ways around that. If we just wanted a closer look, if we just wanted to zoom in the browser, we could hold down Control and either use the mouse wheel or a plus-minus button on your keyboard to kind of zoom in. And what's happening is the browser is actually zooming in the web page. So there's an upward limit. This is the highest you can go because the browser is still trying to render the web page within some form of constraint that either the web designer or the browser has decided. So we could probably get some useful information out of this, but I really want to download this. So instead, we'll use Control-0 to return back to just normal size. And I'm going to show a couple tricks. The first one here is you just inspect the elements. And what that does is it gives you this kind of outline layout of the web page, and you can hover over the different stanzas and it will highlight up in the rendering window. It'll highlight the different elements that that's contained in the stanzas that you're highlighting. So if we kind of go down, we'll see that this stanza is the one that highlights just the picture. And indeed, since we were right-clicking on the picture when we did the inspect element, it already has this stanza highlighted, but a little further down. So we'll expand that a little bit more, and we'll see that the picture, the element that we were looking for, is right here. So we can just double click that, and here's the JPEG address, and this just looks like some sort of something they use on the back end for tracking or something. So we'll copy this, we can paste that into another window, and there's our full size. We can zoom into this pretty significantly if we want, or we can right-click Save Image As, like I was saying. The other way is through this network monitor. What this is generally used for is for displaying how long certain elements take to load. It's used for troubleshooting websites. See if specific parts of your site are causing the long load times. But what we can use it for is seeing specific elements get loaded and then singling out the picture that we want. So this gets populated when the website loads. So we'll just refresh it, and if you see here, we hover over this element, there's that picture we wanted. So we can just copy this URL. Another cool thing here is you can copy this as a curl command. So if you are Linux minded, or you have curl on your Windows machine, I guess, you can copy this and then use that for all sorts of nefarious curling deeds. But we'll just copy this here. The entire bit, oh no, I accidentally copied the curl. That was silly. So we're just going to copy the URL. paste. And when you do it this way, it has that junk on the end of it. You can just get rid of that, hit enter, and there you go. Same thing. So we'll go ahead and just kind of look through this, zoom in super far. So rootkit book, this guy looks like a hacker, or somebody who thinks he's a hacker, somebody who wants to be a hacker, who knows. He's got a computer. This is interesting. So if you look carefully, he's watching the Santa trackers. I'm sure most elves do. But behind there's a window where you can see a bit of code. And at the end of that code is this Santagram underscore v2.2.zip. That could come in handy later. We should take a note of that. Additionally, let's kind of look around at some of these books. So he's taking 573, has some Python cheat sheets. I believe that 573 is going to be Python for penetration testers, which looks here, and this kind of corroborates that. But he's also got a violent Python book. I don't know how violent Pythons can be, but he's got a book on it. And then this is interesting. Here, northpolewonderland.com. We should, you know what, I've got a bit of a hunch here. Let's try downloading this. What happens if this site is being, or that file is being hosted at this site? Let's give this a shot. So we're going to use wget, and we're going to try downloading northpolewonderland.com/santagram underscore v4.2.zip. Bingo! Look at this. Okay, so this is interesting. So we're going to try and unzip this Santagram. Oh, there's a password. We have some other evidence. There was that secret message in the Twitter. I wonder if that secret message, which was bug bounty, is the password. Let's give that a shot. Presto! Look at this. Now this is an APK file. I wonder what that is. APK file. Android application package. Okay, so this is an Android package. This is for the mobile phones. So we're going to have to take a closer look at this a little bit later, but for now I think this is plenty of evidence.